Chatzi Kaddish to transition into the service proper. So, we'll just do it as usual. Yikidal v'yikida shemei rabba ve'elmad rachirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uvyomechon u'chayedechol beit Yisrael ba'agala ba'agala u'bizman ha'ari v'imru amen. Yishmei Rabban Vara, Ve'alam al me'almaya Yitbarach, Yitbarach ve'yishtabach, Ve'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal, Shemei Kudusha B'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shihirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Da'amiran bi'alma v'imaru. Amen. And then we rise on 146 for the Bible. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam va'ed. And on page, we can sit down now, page 147 in the English at the bottom, the first blessing before the evening Shema. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ari aravi. And if Charles, if we had your setting for that, we could sing it, but we don't. Right? We don't have any copies here. You can bring it sometime.
It's a beautiful version.
On page 148, Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Israel Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu V'shofbeinu uvkumeinu Nasiach bechukecha ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגן יומם ולילה יומם ולילה. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. And Shema on next page. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. On page 150. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem. And on page 151 at the bottom, we'll do it responsively. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
Yet that oneness eludes our grasp as imperfection and evil abound.
Before our eyes, there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
We grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago, we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learn God's presence redeems time and event. So we celebrate this power that makes for freedom.
And on page 152, we can do the Debbie Friedman melody, right? Yeah.
You know it, yeah.
Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehiloto sefele, nora tehiloto sefele. Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei yam lefnei Moshe, ze Elianu v'yamru, ze Elianu v'yamru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Thus it is said, Adonai redeems Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai ga'al Yisrael. And on 153, Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. And in the English, give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, and over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haborei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. And on page 154 at the top. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Shabbos la'asor et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berito olam. Ve'ni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Shabbos la'asor et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berito olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et ha'aretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berito olam. Uvayom hashvi'i shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berito olam. And for the Amidah, we rise again. Adonai sofetai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai sofetai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imachot, Umevi Geulah Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye metim atarav lehoshia, Morid hatam, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye metim berachamim rabim, Sovomech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayim emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gehunos, Umido mehelach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hametim. If you're still finishing your Amidah, that is awesome. Continue at your own pace. We will meet again on Let's meet on page 160 in the English. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. May we all live in such a way that this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. And on the top of page 161. V'tzei Adonai Eloheinu be'amecha Yisrael u'tefilatam be'ahava tekavehem u'tehil ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael. Yisrael Amecha El Karov Lecho Korach Pnei Lavadecha Vechonenu Shefok Ruchacha Aleinu. And it's on the next page. V'techezena eineinu v'shuvecha leTzion. berachamim. Baruch atah Adonai Machazir Shechinato Le'tzion, Le'tzion, Le'tzion. Very nice.
Thank you.
And on page 163 in the English. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
With the strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise.
For the desire in us, which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being.
And on page 164 at the top. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki atahu melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Ra'av al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Ra'av al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Etov me'echa levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, havarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Right. And with that prayer for peace, we wrap up Amidah. Let's go to page 253 for a prayer for healing.
Could we say names?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do.
Thank you.
In the middle of the page. Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And in the English above, may the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. Names.
Daughter. Sherry Paddock, Herman Glazer, Kay Green, Larry, Sophia McTighe, and David Glick.
Shana, Steve, Andrew, Nathan, David, Malinger, David King, Sanger and her girls, Jill and Roland, Myra, Art and Lisa, Rachel and Thomas, Cindy and the boys, Charlie Yarberg, Michael, and Elizabeth.
May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Amen.
And then we've got our prayers for congregation and our community and our country on page 258. Any volunteers for the congregational prayer? Mark has delegated it.
I delegated it.
Ed is delegating in turn.
Good.
Source of all being.
Thank you.
Yay.
I reclaim my time.
Source of all being, may the children of this community learn these passions from us. Love of Torah, devotion and prayer, and support of the needy. May we guide with integrity, and may our leadership be in your service. May those who teach and nourish us be blessed with satisfaction, and may we appreciate their time and their devotion. Bless us with the fruits of wisdom and understanding, and may our efforts bring fulfillment and joy.
All right, how about Mark Miller for the prayer for our country?
The prayer for our country. Thus says Adonai, this is what I desire, to unlock the fetters of wickedness and untie the cords of lawlessness, to let the oppressed go free, to break off every yoke. Share your bread with the hungry, and take the wretched poor into your home. When you see the naked, give clothing, and do not ignore your own kin. If you banish the yoke from your midst, the menacing hand, the evil speech, if you offer compassion to the hungry and satisfy the famished creature, then your light shall shine in darkness.
Very nice. Prayer for the state of Israel. Any takers? Sha'alu Shalom Yerushalayim Yishlayu Ohavai. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. Avinu Shebashamayim Tzur Israel V'Goalo V'Reich Et Medinat Israel Reshit Tzmichat Geulatenu Hagen Aleha Be'evrat Chastecha Ufros Aleha Sukat Shlomecha Ushlach Orcha V'Amitcha L'Rashecha Sareha V'Yotzecha V'Takneim Be'etzah Tova Milchanecha V'Natata Shalom Ba'aretz V'Simchat Olam Liyoshvecha V'Numar Amen. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there.
Amen.
So, Toby is our guest Torah in a nutshell speaker for tonight.
Shabbat shalom, y'all.
Shabbat shalom.
So I'm going to give Scotty a chance to sit down for a minute.
Thanks.
And I'm going to give you a summary of what happened. I have a friend who jokes that he's going to do an Appalachian version of the Bible. So I think that's real fun. So I might just take a page out of his book. We're reading Parashat Balak, and this is about Balak, a Moabite king. He sends for Balaam, and he's a pagan prophet known for his powers to bless or cure. Do you guys remember this story? What does Balak want him to do? He wants him to curse Bnei Israel, but God speaks to Balaam and says, don't do that, and you're supposed to bless the people. So Balak promises Balaam anything he wants. I'll give you whatever you want if you curse Israel, but he still refuses to go. God tells Balaam to go, and he can only say what God tells him to say. So of course he can't curse Israel. Then we have an interlude with a donkey, which is pretty neat. We have a talking donkey, unlike Shrek. Well, like Shrek, we got a talking donkey. Balaam travels to meet up with Bnei Israel, and his donkey encounters an angel with a sword standing on the road. The donkey swerves off the road, and what does Balaam do? He beats the poor donkey who's trying to do the right thing. The donkey then pushes against the fence. This hurts Balaam's foot, and he beats the donkey again. And then finally, donkey sits on the road. What does he do? He beats the poor donkey again. The donkey turns and speaks to Balaam. Thank goodness he can speak, right? Because otherwise he would keep being beaten, right? And it asked Balaam why he's beating it. Am I not the same donkey, who carried him, who cared for him? Have I ever done this before? Then Balaam sees the angel. Balak and Balaam meet. Balaam refuses to do what Balak asks, which is to curse Israel. And he tells him again he can only say what God tells him. Balak builds altars, and Balaam praises Israel. And he says, how can I damn those who aren't damned? At Pisgah, other altars are built, and Balaam once again praises, no harm is in sight for Jacob. At Peor, altars are built and more blessings. This is where we get the lines, how fair are your tents, O Jacob, which is Matovu. So this is where this comes from every time we sing Matovu. There is a final blessing that Israel will triumph over its enemies, including Moab. Bnei Israel then cavorts with Moabite women and participates in idol worship. The joke there is that they go a swarping and a drinking. God then sends a plague. Pinchas sees an Israelite taking a Moabite woman into his tents, and then Pinchas kills them both. The plague kills 20,000 people. Oy vey, and that's it. Shabbat shalom.
Well,
I think it's a comedic story in a sense because the irony when he's told to curse Israel, and the first thing he can say is, your houses, your tents are amazing, and your houses of worship are wonderful. And you have to know that Balak is looking the whole time like, you're supposed to curse. What is this? Thank you. Thank you, Tony. All right. We are on to our wrap-up section. Elenu is...
Kiddush. Kiddush.
I don't have a cup or anything.
Oh, it's out. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
We haven't done Friday in a while.
It's been a while.
You're gonna have to come to Fridays more often.
These can be passed out.
Well, we can give him one of those.
Yeah, you can have them.
It's okay.
I think Maryland's gonna have a big one. He looks thirsty.
So one day.
I will say that Toby and I haven't really stopped since first thing this morning. It's worked straight through. Toby literally
The purple is
wrapped up
wine
with
and
the last patient about 15 minutes before we got over here. So Friday is usually pretty hectic on us.
He's got it.
wine. I'm gonna try not to be just sitting up. Charles is sitting on my last.
which is wine, which is
This
Christmas.
is wine, that's grape juice.
Thank you.
Okay. Fooled him, didn't I?
This is grape juice.
Yes, this is great.
That's
This
wine.
is
The
wine,
white
grape
is great.
Yeah. Did she have you one? There you go. All right.
Thank you. I've worked up a mighty thirst.
I hope the cup is clean.
I do too, now that you mention it.
It'll be fine.
Bless it, it'll be clean.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'b'ratzon inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh b'reishit. Ki hu yom tehila lemikrae kodesh, zecher letziyat mitzrayim. Ki banu v'acharta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, Be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Is that great, Jake?
I reckon, maybe. We shall see.
Okay, try not to spill. Take it all. It's fine, John. Susan's over.
While you're all still standing, I'll go ahead and open the page 282. Aleinu l'shaviach l'adon hakol, l'ateit gedula liyotzeh b'reishit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gohor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtadavim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ויוסד השמיים במעל ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים הוא אלוהינו אינו Emet Malkeinu Efesulato, Kakatu Betorato, Piadata Hayom Vehashevota, Elevavecha, Ki Adonai Hu Elohim, Vashamayim Mima'al, Ve'al ha'aretz, Ve'al ha'aretz, Kakatu b'tolotecha, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai, v'melech al kol ha'aretz, Vayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. All right, we can sit back down again. One of the first times I ever did that Aleinu, when we were live streaming for one of the earliest times in like sometime in 2020, Herman was watching from home. And at some point toward the end of the service, I got a text from Herman that said, "Hey, go back, turn off the light." I was referring to this, of course. He noticed. All right. So for the Mourner's Kaddish, we'll do one of the readings, and then we can go to the names on the sheet. Okay. You want me to I can read, or does someone want to read one of the readings?
I'll read.
Okay.
What page are we on?
Well, take your pick. 288, 289. There's readings. Pick one that stands out to you.
288, you okay? Should I stand up?
You don't have to.
Okay. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what they need, what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away.
So we have the yard site for this week. Grace Kaplan, Nordy's wife. They had 3 sons, Pauline's sister-in-law. Leon Seligson, Mary Lee Glazer's father, Isabel's husband. Janie Sampson Breskin, Fred Ziffer's relative. Eddie Hyman, Jack Hyman's uncle. Shai Selick, Maxon Yegid's nephew. Helen White, relative of Valerie White. Ian S. Miller, relative of Tony Schoenfeld Miller. Mike Shrinsky, Sherry Solachek's uncle. Sarah Gersman, Jack Steinberg's grandmother. Josephine Carnes, Joanne Gallen's mother. Carnes was correct. Bill Hager, former son-in-law of Dennis and Ina Hamlet. Maury Ritter, David's brother, Charles's son. Jack Steinberg, father of Mark, Brian, Paul, Mark, and Adam. Noel David Behar, Tori Witcher's younger brother. Ida Kaplan, Etta Steinberg's aunt. Pearl Schoenfeld Lewis, Walter Sr.'s wife. Mark Barvin, Martha Weisberg Barvin's husband. Gail Wise, sister of Bernice Stern. Rose Chertow, Bruce Chertow's mother. Reva Jean Smith Meadows, oldest daughter of Orrin and Imogen Smith and sister of James Morris Smith. Morris Cottage is on page 294. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabah, ve'alam divrach chilutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael, v'arlau v'zman qarib v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabah nevrach le'olam almei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitbarach v'yitbarach shmei kurishah v'lichu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran ve'elma v'emru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabah min shmaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emru amen. Oseh shalom b'imroma. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emru amen. All right, maybe you seated. And to closing song, we can do Don't Alarm.
Do we have announcements first?
I don't have any. Anybody have announcements?
There's a board meeting on
Monday
Monday
night
night.
at 6.
Yeah, there's a board meeting Monday night at 6 o'clock.
When is that board meeting?
Services tomorrow morning at 10. You'll be leading those. Sunday morning at 9. You doing those?
I guess I am.
All those in favor, say aye. Opposed?
Done.
It reminds me of Herman when we first came. We'd come on Friday and say, see you tomorrow, right? And we're like, see you tomorrow. We'd show up
Okay.
Saturday and say, see you tomorrow, right? We're like, see you tomorrow.
All right.
We couldn't say no to Herman.
What are you gonna do? Say no?
It's a delight.
Yeah.
He's a delight.
All righty. Adon Olam is on page 321. Adon Olam Asher Malach V'terem kol yitzir nivra Ve'ed nasa v'chefso kol Azai melech shemo nikra Ve'acharei kichlot hakol V'hado yimloch nora Ve'hu haya ve'hu hoveh Ve'hu yiyeh v'tifara, ve'hu echad ve'ein sheni. Lahamshilo lahachbira, ve'li reshit ve'li tachlit, ve'lo ha'oz ve'hamesra, ve'hu eli ve'chai goali, ve'tur hevli ve'eit zara, ve'hu nisi umanosli. מנת כוסי ביום אקרא בידו, אף כדרוכי, ועת אישן ואירה, ואם רוחי גבייתי, Adonai li velo ira. All right, everyone. Shabbat shalom, good Shabbos. See you bright and early, first thing in the morning at 10 o'clock. All of you. Right here. Same place, same time. Well, not same time.
We have
Same
some
place,
good
different
wishes.
time.
We have some good wishes. Danelle Horn says Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Rabbi. I put Scott in there for these services. I appreciate them all. And I would say, Danelle, when I first started the thing, it wouldn't go live. It kept spinning, okay?
I thought maybe it was spinning, but I'm glad you
So-
fixed it.
She was on that, so I went up and I did it again, and it came on live. And Heather Watts says Shabbat Shalom. Donna Wilson says Shabbat Shalom to all. David Johnson says Shabbat Shalom to all. And Mark Rosen says Shabbat Shalom.
Wow.
Oh, that guy. He's posting? All right. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful.
Can you put that back in the book so I don't forget?
Yeah.
How are you?
And you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir. Shabbos, and you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And Scotty did,